Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make stuffed burgers with this Grillaholics stuffed burger press. Stay tuned. In front of you is 2 pounds of 80-20 beef. I find that percentage is the best percentage for the hamburgers. You're gonna have to add a couple of ingredients. You're gonna add a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna go with a teaspoon of black pepper. We're gonna go with a teaspoon of garlic. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 eggs, and finally 1 cup of your regular plain breadcrumbs. All right, so what you're gonna do here is you're just gonna mix it all together. Once you get it nice and combined, this is when you have to start dividing them. I'm going to make a 1/3 pound burger. So I'm going to divide them into 1/3 pound. So for about 6 ounces. I have myself a scale here where I'm just going to go ahead and start dividing them by 6 ounce little balls. A lot of the products that you see here, I'm going to have a link on the description below. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. For the stuff that is from Grillaholics, I do have a promo code, which is down here somewhere. I'm gonna put it down here somewhere. That one, if you use a smoking beard as your promo code, you'll get 20% off of your purchases on their website. So go ahead and check them out. But for right now, I'm just gonna divide these by 6 ounce little nuggets. Okay, so other than that this last one that's a little bit over 6 ounces, I have 6 ounce balls of meat right here. All I'm doing is kind of putting them in a circle here, like kind of patting them close together. Now, because it is going to be stuffed, I am going to have 2 parts to this patty. After you get these in 6 ounce balls, the next thing you want to do is you want to separate them. 4 ounces for the base, 2 ounces for the top. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back on the scale and measure out 4 ounces for the base. So it's gonna be my top, and right here is gonna be the bottom. All right, so you got your top and your bottom. You just do that to all of your patties or your chunks of meat. Okay, so now we go on to the pressing part of this. All right, so just to give you an idea of how this press works, this press comes with multiple pieces. You have your, I guess you would call your mold here for the circumference. You have the bottom that removes, that goes in there, and then you have your press, the one that's actually gonna push down your meat. But inside this press has a cavity. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna press down the bottom portion of the meat. Remember, we did it in 2 sections so that it flattens out. Then we're going to remove this, create the cavity with this, nice and firm, stuff it with what we want, and then we put this back on, and then we press the top part and seal it. One of the things that you would want to do, just so that things don't get too sticky on you, especially if your meat starts to get into room temperature, they'll start to stick a little bit. One of the things you can do to try to prevent the stickiness is put a little bit of canola oil or vegetable spray so that it doesn't stick too much. You shouldn't have too much of an issue, but just a little tip there. Oh, the other thing that you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put whatever you're gonna be stuffing People can stuff, you guys can stuff it with cheese, with jalapenos, whatever you want. Today I'm gonna be stuffing it with some macaroni and cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my very first one. This is the base. This is the 4. If you're gonna do it the way I'm doing it, this is the 4 ounces. You wanna stuff it here first with the full thing on. Press it down so you can go nice and even. All right, and then as you can see there, it's nice and flat. So the next thing you wanna do is you wanna remove this cavity right here. I mean this, the press to expose a cavity right there. Then right here, we're just gonna go ahead and press it down. A nice firm press. There you go, I wanted to come out, there you go. You have your cavity. Now we're going to stuff it with some macaroni and cheese. So the next thing you want to do is you want to put the lid on. You want to put this back on here. And this one is kind of like a ball, so what you want to do here is press it down so you can try to flatten it a little bit. Not all the way, but flatten it. All right, so this is going to go up here like this. And then we're going to press it down to try to create as much of a nice seal as possible. Now I think that using your burgers as a 1/3 pound instead of a 1/2 pound is going to be a lot cleaner, because most of the meat stays in there, none of it is popping out. We push this out. And voila, you got your first pressed burger with some goodness inside. All right, you just repeat the process until you get all your hamburgers done, and then I'll take you to the next step. So there you go. Out of 2 pounds of beef, I was able to get 7 1/3 pound burgers. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and stick these babies in my barbecue pit, smoke them till the internal temp is 165, pull them out and eat them. But other than that, that's about as easy as it gets to doing these pressed or this stuffed burgers using this Grillaholics burger press. All right, guys, you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to visit their website. Use my promo code. You can get 20% off, and everybody's a winner. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.